In today's video, we are going to be looking at the different features of a linear function. So we'll be taking a look at a line and a couple vocabulary words and describe and explain what's going on in the linear function. So in the first problem, we have a positive linear function. How do I know it's positive? It's going up and right. So whenever it's going up and right, it is a positive, has a positive slope, has a positive rate of change. Whenever it's going down and right, that would be a negative slope, negative rate of change. All right, so to determine the slope, you just take any 2 points and you find what is called the rise over run. Okay, so how many boxes it goes up divided by how many boxes it goes over from any 2 points. So if you take a look at all the points in this function, each of these go up 3, right 1, up 3, right 1, up 3, right 1. So my slope would be m equals 3 over 1, which reduces to 3. The y-intercept is where the linear function intersects the y-axis. So here's my y-axis, and it intersects right here at -2. So from the origin, it goes down 2. So my y-intercept is right there, and it's -2. Now my f of 2, that means what is the y value when the x is 2? So from the origin, I go right 2, and I look up or down. In this case, I look up, and it looks like I go up 4. So the point 2, 4 lies on this function. So that's regarding that point. All right, so slope, again, you find your rise over run. Right, which is the slope. Your y-intercept, it's where it intersects the y-axis, and evaluating the function is basically reading where what is the output when the input is at 2. Okay, so let's take a look at another graph. Okay, this one right here, we can tell it is, first of all, it's negative. So the slope is going down, and I have these 2 points. So it's going down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 over 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? So 5 down 5, right 4. Okay. That's how I determine my slope. I can't reduce that, so I just leave it. My y-intercept, I'm going to do this different color, do green, is where it intersects the y-axis. That's at -1. And my f of -4, so at -4, so from the origin, I go left 4, and then I see what it is. It is up 1, 2, 3, 4, positive 4. So this point right here is 4, 4. -4, 4, excuse me. Can't forget that negative. All right, going back to the last one as well. This point right here is 2, 4. Right, this one is 2, 4. All right, let's take a look at another where maybe the points aren't outlined as nicely. So you can't see any points on there. So we have to make our own. So I know there's one there, so I'm going to draw a little point there. And there's one right here. Okay, so my slope is I go up 1, right 2. This is, ignore me. There we go. My x-intercept, this time we have an x-intercept. So the x-intercept is where it crosses the x-axis. So from the origin, it intersects the x-axis at 4. My y-intercept, we'll leave that purple, is from the origin, it intercepts the y-axis at -2. And f of 0 is also going to be -2, right? Because f of 0, I don't go anywhere and just look where it is on the function, and it's at the same exact point, 0, 2, 0, -2, excuse me. So f of 0 is -2. So that was just a coincidence where the y-intercept is the same as the f of 0. All right, so sometimes it can have an x-intercept, sometimes it can have a y-intercept. When we looked above here, we couldn't really tell what the x-intercept is because it doesn't lie nicely on a grid line. So it's in between 0 and 1. We don't know what it is, but at some point, probably a little bit after 0.5. Okay. Let's take a look at one more. All right, we have a negative slope here. Let's draw in our points. This is tougher to see the points. Right there. Okay, there's one. And then right there. Oof, a little tougher to see this one. So this one goes down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right, 1, 2, 3. So my slope, it's an ugly M. Another ugly one. -5/3. So it goes down 5, right 3. My y-intercept, where it intersects the y-axis at 1. And the f of 3. So the f of 3, if I go from the origin, go to 3, and then look down, it is at -4. So this is 3, -4. Right, so that's just being able to read the graphs in today's lesson and understanding where the intercepts are, what the slope, the rate is, and evaluating the function at various locations. All right, so that's it for today's video. Thank you for watching, and always remember, whether you're solving for x or y, always give math a try.